Welcome back, everyone. You're tuned to Saudi Mornings with myself, Saima Aziz, and my colleague Walid Khanfor. And with this, we are going to be moving on up next in the program with our studio discussion for the day, where we are going to be talking about the importance of listening to English language in order to actually learn it. And we get to see that English language is one language which has become an international merit standard as well. We get to see that lots of the schools and the colleges around the world do require students when they're enrolling to be English language speakers. So I think that this is something very, very mandatory. And even nowadays, Walid, we get to see for some of our biggest universities, for some of our very topmost and high-ranking universities, such as the King Saud University, or one of the biggest, or actually the biggest girls' university in the world, Princess Noura University, are all having preparatory year classes. So students, before they start with the mainstream university courses, they're going to be taking the preparatory year's English language classes, so that is going to help them more in their studies once they get into the university.
Most definitely, I mean, currently when you see English also, even when you go to high school, for example, or middle school, elementary school, it's been also, let me say, currently pushed also into each, let me say, grade, as let me say, much as possible to try also to get the best out of it. And Simon also was speaking about, for example, also local universities. Currently, we're seeing like universities like, for example, Prince Sultan University, or for example, Al Imam University, who has huge, let me say, also English, let me say, classes also, and strong English classes, and they mostly also teach, for example, most of the subjects, for example, in English, definitely. So it does require hard English. And English, I think, also currently it's a thing that when you go, for example, 5-6 years ago, and you speak about English now in the kingdom, I think also more people now are able to speak English fluently, Saima, if not okay.
Indeed, Walid. And well, with this, without any further ado, we are going to be moving on towards our guest who's joining us, Mr. Ziyad Al-Abidi, as he's an English language instructor and teacher. Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Ziyad, and welcome to Saudi Morning.
Welcome to you guys, and welcome to Saudi Arabia.
Thank you. Mr. Ziyad Al-Abidi, when speaking about, for example, English language in general, you're an English instructor, of course. Tell me, how do you evaluate, let's say, first of all, also, the English language speaking also, or being spoken in the kingdom? How do you evaluate it currently?
About the speaking, if you want to speak well, you have to listen well. If you are a good listener, that means that you will be able to speak fluently. So listening is so important here. And about evaluating our students here, at first, a long time ago, the English started after 6th grade, which is so bad, and the English was like something, something to be afraid of. You are afraid of English. When you finish 6th grade, you have English. So you should have it in early stages, and now they are doing it now. Hopefully it will be better.
Certainly. Now, Mr. Ziyad, talking about English language as being a very important language and widely spoken all around the world, we get to see nowadays that people are having more of an inclination towards learning English because they know that there are a lot more opportunities out there for them, given if they are going to be having command of Arabic and English languages, the two. But with this, tell us, especially when it comes to teachers like yourself, instructors like yourself, who are not native English speakers but have English as a second language. Now, given if I'm a young Saudi coming to you, trying to learn Arabic from you, who's going to be my teacher, and I know that you speak perfect English and Arabic. Now, certain things, certain matters which I would not be able to understand very well, I'm going to try to communicate with you in Arabic. Do you think this is something that it should be accepted, or do you think that this is something that should be completely halted, as students, when they're trying to learn English language, should only be speaking in or spoken to in English language itself?
In a class, you should speak in English only. For me, I use this method with my students. I ask them, I will teach you and I will speak only in English. If you understand me, that's okay. If you don't understand, just stop me and ask me about whatever you want. I'll try to explain it in English in another way. Even sometimes I act in the class. I come on the table, go down the table, draw on the board. You have to communicate with the body language. If not, most of them, 90%, they will understand about when you act. You know, and a good teacher should be a good actor. And so if you can try to make this, you know, this bound between you and the students, they will like it, and they will communicate with you, and they will understand. If not, if all the you know, the roads are blocked, I can help them in, you know, just a little bit word to help them. But shouldn't speak in Arabic. I should speak only in English. But some cases are, you know, you have to help them.
Oh, that's
because that's
smart.
something that I'm always confused about, Waleed. I feel like, you know, should the teachers explain to a certain extent in Arabic language or not? And most of the teachers, like Mr. Ziyad is saying as well, would usually talk against it. And we get to see as well when you are going to be completely in an English-speaking environment where you know that you're obliged to be speaking only in English. Even when you do not have a command of the language, you would try to find a way to express your view or explain yourself.
True, son. I mean, let me also speak frankly also on this point again, that currently also in our classroom, I mean, I studied also in the kingdom for a while, in the middle school, also elementary school. The teachers speak mostly Arabic than English. I mean, English is only speaking, for example, saying a sentence or giving you a word on the table. I mean, even sometimes even when he comes to pronounce the words, also it's in Arabic, not in English. Like, I mean, it's described in Arabic. And I think your way of teaching, for example, or let me say your theory of teaching, should definitely, let me say, be also pushed also or published more into these, let me say, especially for the teenagers and also elementary school. But Mr. Ziyad, also another important question regarding the English in general. Currently, let me say, we came to a level where so many of us also have gotten a scholarship also and gone internationally, many also to the UK or the States or Australia, and all of them speak English. I mean, do you think that, for example, in this last 5 or 6 years, English in the kingdom has gone to a next level? Now, do you think, I mean, after, like, for example, 10, 15 years maybe, that English would be just anybody can speak English, like, for example, French in Algeria or Morocco?
Definitely, English is improved in our country. Thank God. We worked hard on it. Everybody want to learn English, you know, because a lot of opportunities in jobs, they ask for English. So all the youth here now, they are obsessed of learning English. They want to learn English. They want to make them have better chances in work, and all these factors help to raise the English. Hopefully, after 10, 15 years, it will be better. And I see a light far away. It's coming brighter and brighter, and hopefully, it will be good.
Certainly. Now, Mr. Ziyad, talk to us about the importance of listening to English in order to learn it and in order to be able to speak it.
Yeah, listening is very important. Yeah, you know, a human brain, I can make it like it's, you know, a receiver, okay, and your ears is the window it's the window for the world. So if you listen well, concentrate, you can speak well. If you don't listen well, some people just listen, or I can say hearing. They hear without listening. Listening is hearing with concentration. You have to concentrate. What is the guy in front of you talking about? What is he speaking? Concentrate on how they pronounce the words. So if you listen well, you can speak well. Some people said, I listen, I watch to TV, I watch to the news, I don't understand anything. I'm telling them, if you want to listen, listen for things that you are interested in. For example, you're interested in sports. Look at the football match, English commentator. Don't put it in Arabic. So you can listen. You can practice your listening. Listening is a practice. If you practice it more, you'll be, for example, you're interested in movies. Watch movies without Arabic subtitles. Just listen, concentrate. You will not understand at the beginning. I don't want you to understand. But there is something they said, if you listen to a word, new word, there is a background memory. You download the word without knowing, unconsciously in your background memory. And when you listen to it again, when you study, you said, I heard this word before. This is for 50% of learning. If you heard it before, I want this. So this one, when you heard it before, you just dragging it from the background memory to the conscious memory so you can use it. So you have to listen a lot, to things that you are interested in, whatever sport or even animal programs, anything, Discovery Channel, anything. You look at them and listen and concentrate on things that you like. For example, children, they like to listen to children's songs. Give them children's songs in English. They will know the words unconsciously. They will improve and they will benefit from the listening.
True.
Indeed, and this is perhaps the reason why whenever it is that we go to the centers for special education, the children who cannot hear, they say they're deaf and mute.
Yeah.
Because once you're not able to hear is when you cannot even speak.
True. I mean, I agree with you 100%. I think if you cannot hear, of course, then you cannot speak. And I guess that's actually also a good theory for a person definitely to learn the English language. And the best way, Mr. Ziad, to learn, let me say, English, or to, let me say, to approach English. Salima also mentioned a great point here. She said that sometimes there's hesitation, for example. A person can be hesitated also to learn, to make mistakes, to speak. How do you also give them that confidence that it is okay to make mistakes? Also, the accent-wise. I mean, the accent's always an issue. We see, for example, here in the kingdom you can speak English, but your accent might, for example, mess up, and like so many other countries.
Okay, if you are shy, you will not learn anything, even language, even any sport, anything you want. If you are shy, you will not learn. Some people are afraid of making mistakes. These mistakes, this improve your language. If you learn from your mistakes, you will benefit. For example, if you, the most important thing about, if you want to learn a language, first of all, you have to have the will. If there is a will, there is a way, So you have to have the will, strong will, and after that you start, working on it. Don't hesitate. It's at the first, people will be afraid, But the most important thing that you shouldn't be shy. Make mistakes. Make people laugh at you. It's okay. For me, it's okay at the beginning. Let them laugh at you, let them say bad things about you, but later on, you will be the one who is laughing on them.
True. I agree. That's definitely inspired. I think life itself should be taken that way.
Anything, not even language. Yeah.
As they say in Arabic, there's a saying that said, I mean, the winner always laughs at the end. So I guess that's a.
I mean, sometimes you do not want to give people their station when you hear them, but then there are some times when you just cannot stop it. I mean, the first time I still remember when it got into my ears, "Mama, I am bathroom," was something that I could not stop laughing at. So I mean, of course, the parents, you can understand, are urging their children to speak in English. So the child at that time of extreme urgency is quickly trying to say what he wants in English language.
Happens. I mean,
you get mistakes even in Arabic. He say it wrong in Arabic, and that's the situation.
So, I mean, such kids, and some of them also, you're right. They give them, like, for example, these top words, and they just use it actually, and it's a good method. Do you think English should be spoken at the house, also for the families who want to learn English for teenagers?
You start in school, okay. When you go back to your home, you should use some words. I don't want to be perfect. For me, I have children. I take them to English schools, but when they come at home, they speak in Arabic. But sometimes, I hear my little daughter singing a song in English. She's singing it so quietly between her and herself. So I listen to it and I encourage her. I sing with her. I tell her the words in English, and it's okay to sing it. Don't be shy, because our children, they are shy of using, a foreign language between, the other children. They make fun of you. I faced this when I was a child. When I speak in English in front of all the children, they make fun of you. So just encourage them, and at home, try to make the atmosphere, more, I can say it, English friendly. Put, posters on the rooms, letters, numbers in English, and some words in the room, so when they go, they can see the word, and
they're surrounded by English.
Yeah. So they will improve. They will improve.
Indeed. Now, with this, Mr. Ziad, talking about speaking a language such as English, let's say. A lot of the times for most of us now, English comes as a second language, at least for the three of us as we are sitting over here. Now we get to see that if somebody is from a native Arabic origin and is speaking in Arabic, and you correct him over a word. Oh, you said this word wrong. I mean, like, you know, this is not what it should sound like, or the word is this and not